Hello, family. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody had a good week, good weekend, long weekend. It's such a needed 3 day weekend. At least for me, it was very much needed. That Monday, uh, Saturday went by so fast, so I needed that Sunday and Monday, 2 day weekend. Because Saturday was not a weekend; it was a busy week. It was a great week. My son moved into regional in his robotics team, and I was very happy about that. Those kids, took over our lives. So at least when you see a result out of what you help them pursue, kind of makes a difference. It kind of feel worth it. You know what I mean? Anyway, how's everybody doing? Uh, I'm preparing for Ramadan. Ramadan starts tomorrow. Fasting starts tomorrow. So been preparing, cooked, cleaned, mentally there. It needs a little bit of work from mental perspective, but hanging in there, getting ready. I hope everybody's prepped for that, prepped for the prayers, prepped for the late evenings, and enjoying the time, the forgiveness. That's the biggest thing I love about Ramadan is just the forgiveness. We forgive everybody, ask for forgiveness, and get it out of your system. It's nobody's words to live in here, whether you're mad at them over something or they're mad at you. Promise, when you're less mad at people, you get to be free. It feels free. I don't know, I feel free when I let people go, when I forgive and forget. Nothing is that serious. I don't know why people held on to any type of grudges, like unless somebody killed a family member. I think it's so easy to forgive everything else. Just let it go. You don't forgive for them, you forgive for you. So let go of it, be happy, and enjoy life. There are so much more to, follow up on, to stress about. Having somebody that you're mad at, it should not be one of them. Anyway, update on the week. I've been following my goal. Like I said, I've been working out. I've been trying to go for a walk when I can't. I've been doing, even if it's just a simple dance, some movement of, Ethiopian dance has been what I've been following up on, and it's working. Uh, Reading the Quran has been there. Prayer has been better. Been a busy week also with work, so it's a little bit different. But today I'm setting a goal for the whole 30 days of Ramadan, but 1 week at a time. Uh, the goal is just to get every goodness out of it. The focus is to get every goodness out of it. But this Ramadan, I also want to be so present, like I haven't been in the previous years. It becomes sometimes just like a machine. You just go through time. I don't want to do that this year. I really want to pay attention to what I'm doing, pay attention to every minute of every day, just to make some type of difference in my life, physically, mentally, emotionally, everything, right? So that's the goal for this year, and may God make it happen. But in planning on that, I was reading, like I tend to read Reddit stories every now and then or listen to it on podcast. And I read the story. Okay, the story is crazy. I mean, don't get any don't I mean advice, pre-advice. Do not become anything like this person. But it taught me one thing. When I was young, I had a teacher that says life is like a buffet. Every experience is like a buffet. You get the good out of it, and then whatever is good, you can pick up and take advantage of it. If it's not, let it go. Nothing to worry about. So that's what I thought. Like I was reading this, I was like, okay, maybe not. What she's doing may not be something I wanted to do, but I want to become unhinged like that. Like just unhinged. That is the goal for today, is to become unhinged when approaching life. That's all I want to do, is be unhinged. Approach life as in there is no obstacle. Seriously, that's it. That's my entire video today, is do not look at life as there is any obstacle. You do your part and look at everything as in it doesn't exist. I'm gonna read the story, and at the end we're gonna talk about it. All right. I don't know if I should skip some part of it, but I'm gonna read it. It shouldn't take more than 2 minutes, and we go from there. All right. Okay. Here is the story. It starts. I fell in love with my neighbor, and then I babysat his kids. Now I'm questioning my feelings. All right. Okay. the person speaking. Okay, so first of all, I'm new to Reddit. So sorry if there are any mistakes or something. I obviously can't talk about this with any of my friends or my mom. But then I saw a Reddit post on TikTok. I thought this would be a good place to talk about this. I'm also going to post this in a couple of different places based on what comes up when I googled based of Reddit of posts, based of updates, Reddit for advice, and also sorry if this shows up multiple times. Finally, I know you all are gonna judge me, but at least try to understand my side. Thanks. There's not gonna be a side, but let's listen. Okay? So I'm a 34-year-old woman, and 7 months ago, I had messy breakup with my long-term boyfriend. So I moved in with my best friend and her husband in a house we are all renting together. It was then that I met my neighbor, who I will call Kay. He helped us move our stuff into the house, and I was instantly smitten. We live in the suburb of a major city, so we both ended up taking the train into work at the same time each day. I knew Kay had a wife and kids very early on. He talked about them often and picture of them on his lock screen, sorry, social media, extra. However, initially, it started out as a very innocent, silly crush. He's handsome and funny and sweet. The first time we rode the train, he asked me about my job and seems genuinely interested in what I was saying, which is something my ex never did, and is something we fought over a lot. He's always doing things for his kids, like bringing home treats and stuff for them, and staying on the phone with his oldest daughter the entire ride to work because she needed a pep talk before a school presentation. It was just so easy to imagine how lovely and attentive Kay would be with me because he is like that with everyone else. Red flag number one. All right. I hope you guys are paying attention. Kay has never said or done anything to imply that he has feelings for me yet, but we are genuinely friends by now because we talk on the train, which is about 20-minute ride almost every weekday. I have never had trouble getting the attention of men. And with this basis we have already, I know that we could easily become something more. I also learned shortly after I developed feelings for him that his wife is someone I went to school with. I was surprised because they are polar opposite. He's funny, she's dry. He's exciting, she's cautious. He is a little dumb, she's very smart intellectually. Look wise, this feels mean, but yikes. I'm sorry I read that part. I had to read it, okay? I just don't think that their personality fit very well together at all. And I can easily see Kay getting stuck in a relationship because he's just so nice, right? It's just me. It's just nice, okay? Anyway, the issue is that yesterday evening, Kay knocked on my door and asked if I could watch his kids for a bit. This was, of course, no trouble, and I said yes right away. He told me that his wife had gotten into a car accident while away on business. And because she is pregnant, he was super worried and had booked the next flight out to go see her. He's such a good guy. They don't have any family in the state currently, so he asked me to keep an eye on them for a few hours while a family friend drove several hours to watch them at night. Now is there the issue comes in. Because, I mean, the issue, we haven't had issue until now, I'm guessing, so the issue is about to come in. These kids were an absolute nightmare. There were three girls. The oldest was young, typical brat preteen times 1,000. She was rude, and I did not respect my authority at all, arguing with me about everything from dinner to who had to clean up to what movie she was allowed to watch. I even heard her calling me the B word under my breath a couple of times. The middle was rowdy and consistently wanted to play loud, messy games, even when I told her no. I don't know. For some reason, I'm imagining her going in there with the mindset that she's gonna be like a stepmom, like ordering them around. And kids are ruthless and they catch on very quick. So they probably were like, yeah, no, this is not happening, ma'am. The youngest was mostly sweet and quiet on her own, but she joined in whatever drama the middle wanted to create. It accumulates in me agreeing to play hide and seek with the younger two and ended up getting locked out of the house. When I went back and tried to convince the oldest to let me in through the back screen door, she pretended she could not hear me and put her headset in. Thankfully, the family friend arrived a few minutes later and let me in. Then I went home. This makes me sad because before now, I would often dream about being a stepmom to K's kids one day because of how highly he would talk about them. Now I want nothing to do with them. Thank God. But at the same time, this is further proof that K and his wife are not happy because children from a happy home do not behave like this. She doesn't have kids. If you have kids, you know they're always crazy. Happy or no happy home, they behave like that. Kids are ruthless. She doesn't have kids. So let's ignore that statement. I just wanted to have a relationship with Kay, but I do not know if it is possible because his kids and I would not get along. And this is even before a potential divorce, where their mother could easily get them to hate me. I really love Kay, and I know that we could have a beautiful relationship if I pursue this. But this has really shaken me. I just wish I had someone to talk to about this, but everyone in my life would judge me. We're judging her. I'm not in her life, and I have never judged somebody as much as I judge this woman. And it's 2026. There is so much to judge. Anyway, that was the main post. Now, I can go on with the post and read the comments and all of that. That's not the point. Main point here is let's just break it down, okay? The man is happy. Like at the drop of a moment, he heard she got into a car accident, dropped everything, took up the next flight out to see his wife. Can you imagine how much he loves her and cares for him to do that? I mean, anybody should be doing that. It should be simple, but for you to just be like, oh my God, I'm out of here. I'm coming, wherever you are. Like he did that right away. He went to the neighbor, asked to watch his kids, and all like he couldn't even wait until the family friend comes in to go and see his wife to make sure she was okay. Right? He just did. So that's the type of family he has. He has kids that he brings treat to, he talks to them on the phone, he cares about them, all of that. But this lady, now this is where the lesson is, okay? This lady did not see any of these things as a red flag, as a block, as a inconvenience, none of that. She knew what she wanted, and that's all she can see. She just picturing her life with his kids. She even had the audacity to think like, oh, imagine what the wife would say to them after a divorce. She's here. She's not here to ask whether she's wrong or not. She's here to ask, can I still go for it and be a stepmom? They're not nice. That's all she cared about. Imagine if you had a business plan and all you're worried about is what would the person would say, like you plan on going to the bank or you plan on going into presenting to your family or doing something about it, and you're like, what ifs? And some of this, you know blocks are not as obvious as this lady's blocks are. It's not even unnatural. Like what she's going for is so unnatural. It's not something that nobody should be doing. Nobody should be thinking that way. But she's so unhinged into what she wants. Like she's not like, imagine if we approach life this way, not a human being, but actual life itself, like the work, the friend, the relationships, like if he was not married, like if you have somebody that you like, but you're worried because you think you may not be as pretty as that person is looking for, or you don't match up because certain lifestyle or something, Imagine, and that person is supposed to be your soulmate or somebody that you should be married to, or a job. You're thinking like, hey, everybody's being laid off right now. They're gonna be hiring somebody better than me. There are so many qualified people, so I'm just gonna apply for the lower position. Like, the what ifs. There are this and that, and you want to start, content creation. You already have things that you wanted to show. Like, you're like, say you do so much DIYs, but you're like, nobody's gonna want to see what I'm doing, because who's gonna watch my video? How are people gonna find me? Like, I don't know how this thing works, but it works. Go for it. Like, don't look at any, be unhinged. That's it. My advice today, not to just to you, to myself and everybody else, is be unhinged. We gotta be unhinged. We gotta be able to say, obstacle? What? I don't see it. Just gonna make my coffee and go out and get it. With kids, with like your own home, there are something that you want to fix within your house, but you're thinking it might be this, that. Like, go for it. Whatever it is that's been sitting in your heart, that you've been thinking about, and it can happen, but you're just sitting there because you're looking at a whole lot of obstacles, your own kids, your own time, your husband, this and that. Like, just go for it. You want to become a doctor, you're like 55 years old thinking about becoming a doctor, and you're thinking it's going to take another 7 years to go. So what? The next 7 years is going to happen no matter what. You're still going to be here living it. Go for it. You want to act, you want to do this, just go for it. Be unhinged. That's what I learned from this. The story is crazy, but I felt like if I read the story, maybe the message will come off different. Let's pursue what we want to pursue. Let's go for it. It's our own time. We're the only obstacle against ourselves. I don't know. I feel wrong not to finish the story, so I'm going to finish the story. But the main point is, be unhinged. Just to finish up the story, the first comments, said, honestly, it doesn't sound like you love him. You romanticize him. Hey, English is my second language, so leave it, okay? And have this fantasy life in your head. In your head, you act like he would drop his wife and run away with you. You justify the belief by saying his children are wild, so it must be an unhappy home. Meanwhile, you completely ignore the fact that his wife is pregnant and he dropped everything to go to her. Exactly what I was saying. You say the kids do not respect your authority. It sounds like they barely know you, and suddenly you're in charge. You're not their mom and will never be their mother. I love these comments. You think you will have a beautiful relationship with Kay if you pursued him? No, you wouldn't. He has a family and he clearly loves them. Just because he's nice to you doesn't mean he wants you. I encourage you to discuss things with a professional because this isn't healthy. I agree. She needs therapy. We all need therapy, but she needs therapy. Well, she came back for the posters, the commenters. She said, how do you know whether or not I love him? Are you inside my head? You can love someone before being in a relationship with them. And just like I don't know for sure that he loves me, you don't know that he doesn't. You never know until you cross the bridge. You can. You know. Some things you know. Definitely you know. Because he loves his wife and his kids. Leave the man alone, ma'am. I know he wouldn't just drop everything and run away with me. There would be months and even years of divorce court, custody arrangements, and extra if he decides to leave his wife. And before the comments come in, and yes, I know there is no guarantee that he will do that, but Kay is a good, honest man. If anything were to happen between us, he would absolutely leave his wife because it wouldn't be fair to either of us. And he told me to, he believes very strongly in fairness. I'm telling you, be unhinged. She's unhinged, scary. But be unhinged with life. Let's do this. That's why I'm asking. I know this could be a messy situation if anything happened. I just wanted to know if his kids being difficult will make things worse. If it does happen, I want to know if the potential pros outweigh the potential cons. This lady is seeing a potential pro, and you sitting with all these great ideas and great everything, you're not seeing the pros. She sees a. How do you see a pro in this thing? Imagine the pro. What would be the pro? A guy. That's it. That I mean, I don't know what the pros. I can't. But she is asking whether it outweighs the cons. She needs therapy. She needs to be locked. She needs to be locked up somewhere where they wear white, cover their mouth in a smaller room. I'm just saying. I don't know. But she needs to be in a room by herself. No human contact for now. Just the nurses. That's weird. That's mean. But she needs to be somewhere. I'm worried for him and his kids and his pregnant wife. Sounds like a plot twist for some Lifetime movie. What happened to the wife? Yeah. Anyway, good news is he found the post, and I think he spoke. I don't know. He sent her a text message, and she posted a screenshot of the text message. Actually, no, he commented, and here is his comment. Okay, and the girls are okay. Thank you for watching the girls. Oh, I think this is a text message. Her. Of course, anytime. Let me know if there is anything else I can do. He, Kate, thumbs up with an emoji. And that's it. A little bit later, he shares a link to her original post and says, "Is this you? Because if it is, we need to talk. I promise you that I have absolutely no interest in leaving my family for you. I'm sorry if I ever gave you the wrong idea." Oh, I feel bad for him. He's almost questioning himself. Sir, she's just crazy. But I don't see you as anything more than a neighbor. I don't think we should be friends anymore. She sent him saying, "Wait, can I call you?" Yeah, no. Anyway, that was that. So, lesson for the day: get your journal, write what you want, do what you need to do, make it happen. It can happen. Be unhinged. That's it. Message for the day: be unhinged. Be unhinged with God. You know, God is capable of giving us everything, and He did not create this for Him. He created it for us. So if there is anything that you want to pursue, you want to ask for forgiveness from God. Don't give up on God. Don't give up on your family. Don't give up on your friends. Don't give up on you. Make it happen. Go do it. Be unhinged. Please be unhinged for your sake, for our sake. What you're going to come up with is going to help us. So be kind, be unhinged, and good, like for good things. Be you. Thank you. I hope you guys have a good week. It's Ramadan coming up, so it's one video per week. But I'm posting stuff on shorts, so if you guys want to watch it, thank you for subscribing. I have 83 subscribers now, so thank you. If you're liking it, that means you're liking it. Hey, thank you so much. Hope you guys have a good week, good month, good time, good year. 2026 is ours. All right.